Life Unrehearsed, brought to you by Lianas Senior Transition Support, helping you navigate home care and senior residences.
And welcome back to Life Unrehearsed. I'm Matt Delvecchio, and I wanted to talk about this theme of horses. I saw a post the other day. It was really special. These wonderful, huge horses brought into a palliative care residence, looking from the outside in, putting smiles on people's faces under obvious difficult times for families. It really was something else to see. And so I reached out to the organization behind this initiative called A Horsetail Rescue. Let's bring in the executive director of AHT Rescue, Mike Grenier. Mike, welcome to Life Unrehearsed.
Hey, Matt. Thanks for having me.
Hey, Mike, thanks for coming onto Life Unrehearsed here on a Saturday. So for listeners that may not know about your incredible organization, what is A Horsetail?
Well, a rescue, no different like those that take in cats and dogs. We take in horses that need second chances. The organization is run completely by volunteers. We've got about 400 members, of which 90 of which volunteer on a daily basis, 365, plus 30 to minus 30. Because like a cat and dog rescue, which may be indoors, this is outdoors and bringing the horses in, so it can be extremely demanding, but the volunteers give all of their time.
Unbelievable. 90 volunteers running this show day to day. And I believe, can you give us an example? Some of the horses, I think a couple were actually calèche horses here in Montreal, weren't they?
Yes, the horses come from different backgrounds, and maybe that individuals can no longer either care for due to age or life circumstances, financial. Some come from situations that maybe are not ideal for the horse. And we've had a fair amount that have come in from downtown Montreal over the years, of which 4 are still with us. And we also have Patriot, who used to be an ex-SPVM Montreal police horse. Amazing.
And so you are located where?
In Vaudreuil-Dorion, so about 15 minutes off the island, just on the edge of Hudson and St. Lazare, so exit 28 off of Highway 40.
Okay. Talking with the executive director of A Horsetail, Mike Grenier. As you heard, 400 members, 90 volunteers. How many horses did you say, Mike, in all are we talking about?
Right now we are at 10. We've lost a few over the past few months just due to age and illness. We have a new one that's coming in next Wednesday. Ruby will be joining us, so it's going to certainly brighten the spirits for our members, our volunteers, and we have approximately about 200 people that sponsor the horses on a monthly basis. So
really?
For sure, that'll give them an opportunity to rejuvenate a little bit more, energy in life whenever a new horse comes in.
Well, you talk about energy and life, Mike. I want to talk about this. When I saw that post over at the Teresa Deller Palliative Care Residence, I thought that was fantastic.
Yeah, it's very moving.
And this is something you refer to as equine contact. Is that it? Can you give
Correct.
me some examples of how the horses, it's amazing really, because the horses are being rescued, but they are in fact giving back, aren't they?
Exactly. And I saw that firsthand as how the volunteers benefited from just interacting with the horses on a daily basis. And I tell the volunteers, you know what, leave life on the other side of the gate when you come in, be in the moment, breathe, feel the energy, being with these large animals. And when I saw the benefits that created, it came to me that there's so many groups or individuals that don't have the ability to come on site, whether through, physical limitation and so forth. So we created the Equine Contact Program, which was a free program where we didn't want financial to be a limitation for various groups that needed our services. So women's shelters, autism spectrum, the MS Society. We've also had learning institutions come out to our location. And last winter, I would say, frontline healthcare workers and teachers were a large part of those that came just for 12 sessions, just to experience being in their presence. And then it kind of sparked to me that, we even have those that have been isolated because of the pandemic, whether in retirement homes and so forth, that we developed the On Their Own program, where we started to visit, retirement homes, CHSDs, as well as palliative care. So that was a huge, eye-opener for us when we saw the benefits it could bring just by going to those locations. Unfortunately, the horse that we were using, has passed away. So we're working on another one now, kind of in training, because it can be very, demanding to go on the road and learn to, make sure you follow the commands and so forth when you go into these facilities. But the benefits outweighs any of the work that we need to do that. So we're going to continue to make sure that happens.
Just awesome, Mike. Talking with the executive director of A Horsetail, Mike Grenier. And as you heard, these horses are being rescued and also giving back. And it's just wonderful to see special needs children, young adults, and as you've heard, even in nursing homes, palliative care residences, what these horses are doing just to put smiles and giving some help to their mental health. Now, not easy what you're doing, Mike. You, as mentioned, 400 members, 90 volunteers. What are some of the challenges you're facing?
In the last 2 years, I would say just resources in terms of people coming out because of the pandemic. But this year, I think we're seeing the economic challenges certainly facing a lot of charities. We've seen a huge decrease in donations, which that's what we are run by. We are run by donations, so we do various fundraisers throughout the year. But we've certainly seen a large decrease, and it's can be understood. Funds are tight, but for us, we still need to keep going. So we're still trying to be creative. We've got 2 events that are upcoming shortly. We have an online event next Tuesday, November 29th, is around the world. It's called Giving Tuesday. So it's a time to reflect and to kind of give back after you've spent all your money on Black Friday and Cyber Monday. To think about those that help out in the community, to give back to them. So if you go to our website or our Facebook page, A Horsetail, you will see our banner there. Next Tuesday, we're hoping to generate funds to come in online, where it's just a simple donation. You get your tax receipt. But as well, on December 10th, we have our event. We have Santa Claus coming out. We have our Christmas event on December 10th on Saturday out at the barn. You just show up. We have photos with the horses. There's bake sales, craft sales. As I said, Santa will be there for the kids. And so we've got 2 events. Either it's online or you can physically come out to the barn on December 10th to come see us. I
just love it, Mike. That's fantastic. And, shout out to you and the entire team. You guys are working so hard. It is not inexpensive to run a barn with the horses, everything from food, and you've got this army of volunteers. And so help out if you can, either online at Giving Tuesday or feel free to see it live in person December 10th at their Christmas event. If our listeners want to find out more, Mike, I guess your website would be the best bet. What's the website?
Yeah, our website is ahtrescue.org, so ahtrescue.org. Our Facebook page is A Horsetail, AHORSETALE. And on there, you'll be able to see various posts as well as links, or our website. They've got all the information there to find out about our event, how to become a member, how to sponsor a horse, and to come out and join us. But, hopefully we can spark enough interest for next Tuesday where people can, for everything that we give, we're looking hopefully that people can help us out and help us financially.
Wonderful. Great job, Mike. Really appreciate you coming on here in Life Unrehearsed.
I appreciate it, Matt. It's been my pleasure.
All right. That's Mike Grenier, Executive Director of AHT Rescue, and stands for A Horsetail. Contribute if you can, or even go check them out. It's really special. All right. Next week on Life Unrehearsed, how a digital marketing guru ended up publishing 3 mouth-watering cookbooks, including Lebanese and Mediterranean specialties, and the power of intergenerational relationships, combating social isolation with seniors and students. We're going to hear about an organization called The Yellow Door. Thanks for tuning in to Life Unrehearsed. And as a reminder, for all your inquiries or assistance with life transitions, elder care planning, and the senior living industry, it'd be my pleasure to help. Call me at Lianas Senior Transition Support at 514-622-8074, or just look me up under Lianas Senior Transition Support. Many thanks to our technical producer, Dario and Dan. Great job today. And you can listen to Life Unrehearsed here on CJD 800 every Saturday at 3 p.m.